I'm truly terrified of what's going to happen to women's rights under this president.
Huh. We're off to a fantastic fear-mongering start, aren't we, Brianna? But you are right that 2016 was brutal for women. It had a lot of women telling other women how to do things, and not being able to have the free choice, because feminism is not about free choice.
I don't even wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab them by the
I shouldn't hear more from Teen Vogue about women's rights than from the man that represents me in Congress.
You're right about that. Teen Vogue shouldn't have much to say about rights, just because they aren't really that educated on them. And I'm sure you're coming at it from that angle, as opposed to women don't have enough rights, and they need rights above the rights of men. Because of how strongly you're virtue signaling already, I'll just leave you to tell me what you think, and make yourself look like a fucking simpleton.
Republicans have promised to repeal Obamacare, and now the process is underway.
And it's ironic because more unintended pregnancies is actually going to increase the number of women seeking abortions and then the number of women who will die trying to seek them illegally. Exactly. It is frightening.
Because clearly, women are not responsible for their own pregnancies. They're not responsible at all for finding a way to, not get pregnant. Because those women don't have any agency. And you, a woman, need to have the agency to change everything for them. Wait. The fuck are you saying? What? Oh, it hurts my brain.
So screw them. You should feel no shame burning this bill to the ground.
Out of context. Nice try. Come play again. But seriously, the Affordable Care Act is going to be repealed by the Republicans. But the reason they want to repeal it is they want to amend how it works. But what did I expect from you? Clearly no better. You're just trying to spin it so that it looks like the Republicans hate women and want them to have no rights and just get back in the fucking kitchen barefoot. The Affordable Care Act has actually made it more difficult for people with certain diseases and ailments to get the treatments that they need, because premiums are actually higher for what they need. For instance, let's take myself. If I were to try and get the prescription that I have now, I would be paying much more than I would have been if I were just going through private insurance.
I don't want a single Republican to run unopposed in 2018. Women need to run for office at every single level, and if you can't run, support someone who can.
Yes, please tell me how the Republicans are monsters and how they want to oppress everyone. The only reason you should be running for office is if you're interested in running for office yourself, not by some bound duty. Never mind some zealous celebrity trying to goad you into taking on the Republicans. But yes, Brianna Wu is going to save us all with her bike and how she paid for it with all the money that she got from complaining that she was abused when no threats actually came to her. But I'm sure she's going to explain how she manipulated all those people into giving her money so that she could buy that motorcycle so that she would look brave, proud, strong for this nice little trailer. Right?
I stood up to the alt-right during Gamergate.
Oh man, you must have a loose definition of stood up to. You more just bitched and whined until people paid you money to get that motorcycle. Wait, I hope she doesn't think that kind of behavior is acceptable in government and Congress. I hope she's not going to say she's going to stand up to the alt-right in the same way.
I'll stand up to them in Congress, too.
Oh, my sides are hurting. Seriously, are you that stupid? Or are you that arrogant? Or just that ignorant? I'm not really sure. Though the one thing I am sure of is you're one of the people who took the Gamergate hashtag and changed its meaning entirely. It went from an integrity in gaming journalism hashtag to suddenly, I'm going to whine and complain about when people don't agree with me, especially when it comes to my friend's crooked journalism that I just can't seem to see, or can't seem to see any problem with.
If not now, then when?
When you can engage with their arguments, instead of just complaining that they don't agree with you and changing the subject to make it all about how you receive death threats from other politicians and other people.
I'm ready for a bolder Democratic Party.
So openly having a pay-to-play foundation isn't bold enough for you? Well, and it wasn't bold enough to put the least popular candidate for president out of the Democrats forward, now wasn't it? Especially with all the scandals that had already happened before they had decided that Hillary would be the one going forward. But no, apparently that's just tame. Well, in all truth, it is pretty tame, considering you're trying to push feminism into politics. Let me give you a word of advice. If you can't convince all young people that social Marxism is a good idea, how in the world do you think you're going to manage to convince a majority of the old people who are running for Congress and who are in Congress that social Marxism is the best plan of action?
I'm Brianna Wu, and I approve this message.
Funny. It says, paid by Brianna Wu for Congress. It should say, paid for by the people who ate the nonsense stew that is the woos of Wu. But seriously, you Americans in 2018, don't make the mistake that us Canadians did. We elected a feminist prime minister, and look where that's getting us. Not to mention Alberta's premier, who is a complete and total cunt. Both of these politicians are well beyond corrupt. Look at the Trudeau Foundation and how it mirrors the Clinton Foundation. I wouldn't doubt if there was a Wu Foundation that would allow people to pay to get access to her. But I guess there's a problem with that. If we're not going to elect 50% women to politics. That brings us to the end of this little excursion. If you liked it, leave a like and subscribe. Comment down below and let me know what the worst thing Brianna Wu could do in politics is. And as always, have a nice day, bits.